All right, Uncle Dave. First off, happy birthday. And I guess for today, I will be going over Down by the River, which I quite enjoy. I think it's a great piece, it's a great bit. Everything's good. What I'm going to do for you is go over uh, what's actually being done in the bit and what the different applications you could use, different ways of going about it. You can either put in all you want to it, or you can go a simpler route, whatever you want to do. Um, all of them are gonna make perfect sense and make it work the way it does. Um, so I'll go over them all, and once again, happy birthday, and thank you very much for making this look handsome. Because if it weren't for you, I would have to pioneer it, and I'm not really looking forward to doing that. So, gracias, mi amigo. Here we go. Now, this bit does require a tie, so for comedic purposes, you don't want to button all the way up. Like you go to here, right? You don't get that top button in because that's not what the bit's about. Now, tying the tie is a different story. Well, then first off, you want to start with the tie. That the more comical the tie, the better. For instance, this one, as you can see, has Marvin the Martian, Bugs Bunny, Sylvester. It's got all the working purposes of a good bit. Now, I'm not quite sure how to tie, but comedically, I think I'm pretty good at it. Now, we're going to put it down there, and what you want to do is actually not give yourself too much room on the top, because the worse the tie is tied, the better, I will say, the comedy comes off. So let's say we give way too much room on the lower angle here. Now you're going to want to tie it. I think you do it something like this, and then you do a pull over, and then you just shit. So you pull it, one of the sides. I think you pull the small one in the first, and then what you do is you put it in the pocket. And if you put it in the pocket, then you just forget about it, and you just, what am I doing with my entire life? Now, sometimes I find with tying a tie, it's important to ask, why? Why is there a tie? What am I tying? Am I holding my neck? Am I holding my neck on? But I think if you just go ahead, and sometimes what you got to do, if you put a nice bow on it, I think people will really, they like that. If you put a bow on it, let me see if I can get a good bow going here. And if we have it like that, and then we just forget about it. All right, so hijinks from aside, we have the two, and they're at the same level, which is not going to work, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy around here, I think, right? Yep. We're just going to guess. We're going to guess as to where it goes. I think it goes there. Yeah. Oh, that looks good. And it's going to come out, and I think it goes down. It goes down there. It goes down there, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to forget all of the poor decisions you've ever made, and just go ahead and tighten it. And the main thing you're going to do is you're just going to be okay with it. You're going to say, this is where I'm at. As you can see, this is where I'm at, and I like it. I like it. Then you pull down the collar, and you're on to the next step. Now this is also going to require a suit. First, it would be good to note that I've gotten my tie so that the bottom doesn't stick out. I didn't tie it well, but if you can see, what I did is I just tied a knot in this lower ring so that it doesn't stick out. And I find that, hey, if you can't see it, it's not like I buy my groceries at Tim Hortons or anything. But you're also going to need a jacket. A jacket. You don't want an expensive jacket for this. You just want a jacket. If you could see, I don't even know. This is by Made in Canada. Actually, if you can read it right there, it does actually say Made in Canada. That's the company. That's generally where I buy my suits from. As I buy them from the store, it's generally kitty corner to Joseph A. Banks. It's called the Made in Canada. It's also sometimes called Goodwill. Some people call it Salvation Army. This was $6. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna put that suit on, and that suit is gonna go ahead and if you can get in there, then you got what you got going is you got a good look. You got a good look. It says I sell used cars. Sometimes I rent them. I don't take my life too seriously, but what I do is I wear a jacket and a tie, a poorly tied tie that only goes down to about the third button. The third button is what you're looking for. So now, as you can see, it's hard for me to button this one, which that's good. That's good. That's what you want. The tighter the suit, the better the bit. So, tight suit, poorly tied, comical tie. As you know, a couple of bad experiences and bad decisions that give you a good, view on life. And then it's important that you wear a belt. Now, you don't have to wear nice pants with this. As you can see, I am sporting jeans here that were purchased at the Gap. Now, they weren't actually purchased at the Gap, let me tell you that. They were actually purchased at a secondhand store, but they say Gap on them, so when people ask, I say, I bought them at the Gap. And that's good. A belt is necessary. See, there's going to be a lot of belt work with this. You're going to want to be adjusting the belt from back to front, as shown here. Now, the more you adjust the belt, actually, the higher the comedic value I've found of this bit. Now, as you can see, the smaller suit is coming in handy here. As you can see, comedically, it pushes out my belly, which I am already pushing out. As you can see, I'm pushing it as far out as I can. And let me just fix this. All right. Now, some people, for this bit, what they choose to use is they choose to use a pillow, maybe some sheets, a couple extra t-shirts in there to give it the look of the pushed-out belly. I have chosen to go with a different route. What I've chosen is poor diet choices, a lust relationship, love-hate, but mostly lust, for cholesterol, cheeses, and beer, other things as well. I enjoy not going for long hikes. I like them. I like the idea of them. But that's what gives me the ability to not have to put anything in there. So you see, I'm already on the top foot. And if you can do that, then this bit's going to be a lot easier for you. All right, we're on to the next step. All right, for this next part, we're going to go over posture, the vocal inflection, and just the general persona of what you're going to go at. Right, so we've already started with the belt move. Now, let me just pull this down here. You're going to want to hunch. You're going to want to hunch. If you see this, I got a nice, good hunch going. And now I'm going to stay at that. I'm going to stay at that. It's good. It fits the poorly groomed hairstyle. The glasses pull up is good. That one's always good. If you got it down, you pull it up. All right. But you're going to want to forget about your consonants as much as your vowels, right? So less I told you so, and more I told you so. All right. Now, hand gestures have a lot to do with it. They're not really gesturing to anything specific. Mostly just this, like as though you're holding a melon, maybe trying to crush it with your fingers. All right, so we got this going, and we got the movement going on. All right, so I told you. You're going to get down, and you're going to go. You're going to do it. See, that a lot of watermelon holding. Or cantaloupe, whatever melon, fits your style. Moving out to the side, you're going to want to move out to the side. All right? You're going to want to move out to the side. Not at the same time. Just one or the other, while the other hand is generally holding the belt up, because clearly you have no waist. All right. So what we have here is like, So, Uncle Dave, I hear you want to go ahead and be a writer. Yeah? All right? So what's going to happen if you're going to be a writer? It's important to remember that sometimes you want to move like a sumo. If you're going to be a writer, what's going to happen is you're going to end up on a steady diet of government cheeses, living in a van down by the river. Now, you see, the inflection on van down by the river, since that's the whole point of this, is that the van down by the river. Now, sometimes you put a little less into it. Van down by the river. But see, that doesn't give off, it doesn't fit the tie. The van down by the river. All right? So now we've got that all gone. You put it all together. You step in. You move the belt. Hand gestures. Hand gestures. All right? Now you point. Your hand gesture. You point at that. Your hand gesture. Van down by the river. And, I think you're going to have it after that. I really don't think it's going to take much more. So I was glad I could help you out. And you have a great birthday. I'll talk to you soon. All right, love you.